Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show, episode 151, X-Men Days of Future Past, review and super spoilers. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and if you didn't see X-Men Days of Future Past, do not watch this podcast video because we will be spoiling everything, okay? So watch this after you see X-Men, okay? All right, you've been warned. I'm with Mike D. What's up, Mike?
Hey, what's up?
All right, what's up, Beefhead?
Hello.
What's up, Beef? All right.
Hello.
And
Yes.
I think that this movie was the best freaking X-Men movie ever. I think it's going to be like $1 billion. I'm so happy that everything that sucked in all the other movies has been wiped out, and that Deadpool getting his head chopped off never happened. Jean Grey and the Phoenix thing never happened.
Scott Summers still alive.
Scott Summers still alive, and guess why? Because, you know, young Professor X did a little let me look into the future thing, remembered everything he saw, and he says, okay, I'm going to do things differently. So that's exactly what happens. He saw all Wolverine's memories, unlocked memories, whatever. And you know what? When we see him next, Wolverine, he has adamantium again, so all this garbage is wiped away. All right, Deadpool is intact, and all the other stupid things going on is gone. It's done. We don't have to worry anymore about the crap that they ruined the X-Men movies with this junk. All wiped clean with one movie, and I think this is fantastic. It is a new beginning. A new clean slate for the X-Men franchise for Wolverine. You don't have to get boggled down in bull crap. You don't have to question why this happened, why it makes sense, why it doesn't make sense. Going forward, Hugh Jackman had announced that because such positive stuff and everything going on, he will do more Wolverine movies and X-Men movies. Tons, okay? So I am actually so friggin' happy with this movie. You don't know. And stay after the credits, of course, for Apocalypse. Now, Mike D, what do you think?
Oh, I concur with everything that you've just laid out there. They did the Sentinels very, very well in this film. They depicted them very well. And it was cool to see Bishop and some of the other, I think Sunspot, was he one of them? One of the characters?
I think the guy with the fire, I think that might have been no, not Sunspot, Sunfire.
Fire, yeah.
I think.
And some of the other, I guess, like less.
Kitty Pryde, Shadowcat, like, I mean, she basically had to be the main part of it because in the comics she was the one that traveled back in time. So she's in time. So that was really cool.
Yeah,
that she has a little bit.
And by the way, Hugh Jackman did a great job. He finally got to really cut loose with really acting in this, being Logan and not just like Wolverine in the film.
Right.
And
I know
the guy that played Hank McCoy, the Beast, like
Nicholas Hoult.
Great, yeah, he was great. Everyone was great. James McAvoy and
Jennifer Lawrence,
Fassbender.
Yeah.
You know.
You're superb.
The best line of the movie, was young Professor X telling Logan, Wolverine, to
Yeah.
To what?
I remember coming to you a few years ago.
Guy. You're the guy. We went to you. We went to you years ago. And you remember what you told us?
Yeah.
That was great.
Exactly. I remember you from a few years ago.
Great.
I'm going to tell you exactly what you told me then. Yeah, that's it. Superb.
Oh, Quicksilver was actually pretty cool also. I thought they were going to make him like some sort of...
Oh my God!
When they bust my
you know what? Not for nothing.
Quicksilver. Yeah.
Was it? Now he wasn't going to have them in there originally. They cut the whole scene with the Scarlet Witch in this too, but the whole thing was that once Joss Whedon made that announcement about Avengers prematurely, that they were going to be the main focus, being that Bryan Singer was doing the X-Men, putting it together, he's like, let me just throw Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch in there. Caused like a little bit of a legal battle still going on today. But they cut the scene with the Scarlet Witch, which is also, in case you didn't realize it, people, Quicksilver and the Scarlet Witch are the children of Magneto. And that is why he said, "Oh, my mom went out with an Eric once." Yeah, because he's the son of Magneto. So
yeah, she's going with the guy that did something with magnets. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
so,
yeah,
that's
Fassbender
awesome.
does a bit of a double take on that, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, yeah. So that's awesome. Now, wasn't he in American Horror Story? Was that the same person I'm thinking of?
What, the young guy?
The guy that was Quicksilver? Yeah.
I'd have to check.
He was fantastic. He was fantastic. He was the movie, like you know.
Well, they really could have used him. Actually, I was kind of surprised. There was a little bit of a plot hole to me as soon as I saw them saying, hey, thanks for your help with springing Eric Magneto, and then they get on the plane. I'm thinking, with what they're facing, that would come in handy to have a guy that could literally almost just stop time and do whatever needs to be done. And I'm like, really? They're gonna just go, hey, bye, when this is the most important thing that what happens in the future hangs on, and they're worried about him getting back home to his mom to make sure that he's safe and sound.
Well, Professor X froze everybody, and then he just used the speed to move everything around.
No, I know, but I'm saying it's essentially the same thing, though, as far as they do the real time where he's running along the walls and stopping bullets and kind of misdirecting things.
That was great.
Yeah.
Fezman would like an invite as well because he was there. I didn't think it was Professor X that stopped time. I just thought that was Quicksilver going that fast.
No, because he stops, Jennifer Lawrence from shooting. He does, I guess, have that ability. He's done that in the X-Men movies before. So let me get
at that time when they were busting Magneto out, that's when Magneto realised that he didn't have the powers because when he was on the plane he said, "So how long has it been?" So
he didn't have the powers, but in a fit of panic, he had the powers. Like he's like, ah, and then it came out. That's what I thought anyway. I don't know, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Fez, man.
Fez, muted Fez. There he is.
It takes a minute to come through, I think.
Oh, there he is.
Yep.
What's up, bro?
Oh, fine. I just went to see X-Men yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And?
Yes, it's definitely one of the best X-Men films.
Oh my god, the best, I think.
And I just have a question about when they thought that Magneto had killed Kennedy. Was he telling the truth? Or
yes.
Because I wasn't sure if he was lying to get...
no, I don't think he was lying.
Yeah.
They said that JFK was a mutant anyway.
Yeah.
So, I don't think he was lying, no.
Yeah.
But, Fez.
With having Jean and Cyclops back, would that be because when...
everything was altered.
And was that when he looked into Wolverine's mind?
Yes.
And then because of that, he would change it?
He saw everything
that's
to come, and he changed everything.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So the older Professor X that we see as Patrick Stewart is the James McAvoy Professor X with those memories, and everybody else is wiped out, erased. So yeah. So I thought it was really awesome what they did. That when Stryker was about to die, Wolverine started. It was like a Back to the Future moment. That his timeline's linked to Stryker. That he can't die before he puts the adamantium in him, because then it would undo everything that they're doing right now. So he was just like, in shock, because technically he can't die. Like he can't, it's like, because they could change the past, but not that. Because he's the time travel that's changing, so you can't change his past. So even if there's ripples, he is going to get the adamantium, but everything else is going to be different. Deadpool's not going to lose his head and whatever, and all these different things. Everything is going to change, and that's why at the end, Professor X says, I'm going to help you with the memories, because up until that point, it's been another Wolverine running around, which was him with the new memories, so he has to readjust everything. But yeah. So
wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
It will be fixed once Professor X talks to him, but it's like, But yeah. It's great. I'm glad everything is solved, to tell you the truth. Even Bryan Singer You know, he's
Yeah,
played.
well, hopefully he could come back with all that stuff going on, but who
There was
knows?
already an announcement already. He can't wait to see Deadpool because that never happened. Just like he never met Gam. Well, I mean, his timeline has changed. So if he met them, the things didn't come out the way it did. Like Deadpool did not lose his head. All these different things. So it's going to be cool to see Gambit and X-Men Apocalypse. It's going to be cool to see Sabretooth returning and everybody else with a different twist. So I'm really happy about it.
And do you think Hugh Jackman said he wanted to do that old Wolverine story where he becomes older?
Well, I think right now what's going to happen is because Wolverine is really dying in the comics, I think that would be his last movie, like him dying, because that there, from what I understand with Marvel Comics, it's not the character will come back in a week or two. They may leave him dead for like 10 years.
I don't believe that.
I know, but
I don't believe that. The money, at the end of the day, it's all about the money, and he's just too much of a marketing sort of.
It may be a year, you know, but I mean that's what they did with Spider-Man. And when he came back, that thing made so much freaking money. Forget about it. So.
Well, when Hugh Jackman hangs it up, I think that we need to put Beefhead in as Wolverine because I know it's Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
He's already got the blood chops going.
Very happy to see Cyclops and Jean Grey back. That was great. That made my and even you know what do you call it? The older Beast.
Yeah, I didn't expect that.
I did. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Although his face did look a bit weird to that bit at the end.
Yeah.
But look, I got confused when.
Resolve what?
Banshee.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
all right, guys, talk for a second. I got somebody at the door, so.
Okay.
Yeah. That would be cool if they did like a Extinction Agenda storyline, like with Cameron Hodge, that whole thing.
Oh yeah.
Is there a villain called Mr. Sinister?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see him involved in some of the next films.
Yeah, because isn't Tim's like the X-Men expert? Isn't Mr. Sinister somehow tied in with Apocalypse?
It'll be tied in with Age of Apocalypse. I think it will definitely be tied.
Okay.
No worries.
Yeah, well, maybe if I could finally get the Dark Phoenix right.
Guys, I got to continue the podcast without me. That's cool. Or if you want to pick it up another time, let me know. But I gotta have to go actually, so I'm gonna have to either leave this on or.
Yeah. Let's do a part two. Let's do a part two.
Yeah,
let's do a part two.
That'd be good.
Let's do this tomorrow. All right, guys, I gotta go.
We'll have a chance for other people to see the movie and elaborate on it.
Exactly.
All right.
Then,
Take care. Bye for now, peeps.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Go see X-Men Days of Future Past.